Spoon. I eat soup with a spoon. Spoon. I eat soup with a spoon. Fork. I use a fork for my salad. Fork. I use a fork for my salad. Knife. I cut the meat with a knife. Knife. I cut the meat with a knife. Chopsticks. I eat noodles with chopsticks. Chopsticks. I eat noodles with chopsticks. Spatula. I flip pancakes with a spatula. Spatula. I flip pancakes with a spatula. Ladle. I serve hot soup with a ladle. Ladle. I serve hot soup with a ladle. Whisk. I whisk the eggs for breakfast. Whisk. I whisk the eggs for breakfast. Tongs. I grab the hot dogs with tongs. Tongs. I grab the hot dogs with tongs. Peeler. I peel potatoes with a peeler. Peeler. I peel potatoes with a peeler. Grater. I grate cheese for the pizza. Grater. I grate cheese for the pizza. Strainer. I strain the tea leaves out. Strainer. I strain the tea leaves out. Colander. I wash grapes in the colander. Colander. I wash grapes in the colander. Rolling pin. I flatten the dough with it. Rolling pin. I flatten the dough with it. Scissors. I cut the herbs with scissors. Scissors. I cut the herbs with scissors. Can opener. I open the beans with it. Can opener. I open the beans with it. Corkscrew. I open the wine with a corkscrew. Corkscrew. I open the wine with a corkscrew. Nutcracker. I crack walnuts with a nutcracker. Nutcracker. I crack walnuts with a nutcracker. Skewer. I grill meat on a skewer. Skewer. I grill meat on a skewer. Pan. I fry an egg in the pan. Pan. I fry an egg in the pan. Pot. I boil water in a large pot. Pot. I boil water in a large pot. Skillet. I cook bacon in the iron skillet. Skillet. I cook bacon in the iron skillet. Wok. I stir-fry vegetables in my wok. Wok. I stir-fry vegetables in my wok. Saucepan. I warm the milk in a saucepan. Saucepan. I warm the milk in a saucepan. Stock pot. I make chicken broth in it. Stock pot. I make chicken broth in it. Lid. I cover the pot with a lid. Lid. I cover the pot with a lid. Baking sheet. I bake cookies on a baking sheet. Baking sheet. I bake cookies on a baking sheet. Roasting pan. I roast a turkey in the pan. Roasting pan. I roast a turkey in the pan. Muffin tin. I bake blueberry muffins in the tin. Muffin tin. I bake blueberry muffins in the tin. Cake pan. I bake a chocolate cake in it. Cake pan. I bake a chocolate cake in it. Casserole dish. I bake lasagna in the casserole dish. Casserole dish. I bake lasagna in the casserole dish. Dutch oven. I slow cook the beef stew in it. Dutch oven. I slow cook the beef stew in it. Pressure cooker. I cook beans fast in it. Pressure cooker. I cook beans fast in it. Steamer. I steam the broccoli for dinner. Steamer. I steam the broccoli for dinner. Stove. I turn on the electric stove. Stove. I turn on the electric stove. Oven. I preheat the oven for baking. Oven. I preheat the oven for baking. Microwave. I heat leftovers in the microwave. Microwave. I heat leftovers in the microwave. Refrigerator. I keep the milk in the refrigerator. Refrigerator. I keep the milk in the refrigerator. Fridge. I store fresh fruit in the fridge. Fridge. I store fresh fruit in the fridge. Freezer. I keep ice cream in the freezer. Freezer. I keep ice cream in the freezer. Toaster. I toast my bread every morning. Toaster. I toast my bread every morning. Blender. I make a fruit smoothie in it. Blender. I make a fruit smoothie in it. Food processor. I chop onions in the food processor. Food processor. I chop onions in the food processor. Mixer. I mix the batter with a mixer. Mixer. I mix the batter with a mixer. Dishwasher. I load plates into the dishwasher. Dishwasher. I load plates into the dishwasher. Coffee maker. I brew fresh coffee every morning. Coffee maker. I brew fresh coffee every morning. Kettle. I boil water in the electric kettle. Kettle. I boil water in the electric kettle. Rice cooker. I cook white rice in it. Rice cooker. I cook white rice in it. Slow cooker. I make pulled pork in it. Slow cooker. I make pulled pork in it. Juicer. I make fresh orange juice with it. Juicer. I make fresh orange juice with it. Air fryer. I fry potatoes in the air fryer. Air fryer. I fry potatoes in the air fryer. Scale. I weigh the flour on the scale. Scale. I weigh the flour on the scale. Plate. I put my dinner on a plate. Plate. I put my dinner on a plate. Bowl. I eat cereal from a round bowl. Bowl. I eat cereal from a round bowl. Cup. I drink tea from a small cup. Cup. I drink tea from a small cup. Mug. I drink hot chocolate from a mug. Mug. I drink hot chocolate from a mug. Glass. I pour water into a tall glass. Glass. I pour water into a tall glass. Saucer. I place my cup on a saucer. Saucer. I place my cup on a saucer. Pitcher. I pour lemonade from the glass pitcher. Pitcher. I pour lemonade from the glass pitcher. Jug. I keep cold water in a jug. Jug. I keep cold water in a jug. A teapot. I brew green tea in my teapot. Teapot. I brew green tea in my teapot. Tray. I carry the food on a tray. Tray. I carry the food on a tray. Napkin. I wipe my mouth with a napkin. Napkin. I wipe my mouth with a napkin. Placemat. I put my plate on a placemat. Placemat. I put my plate on a placemat. Tablecloth. I lay a tablecloth on the table. Tablecloth. I lay a tablecloth on the table. Coaster. I put my glass on a coaster. Coaster. I put my glass on a coaster. Salt shaker. I add salt from the salt shaker. Salt shaker. I add salt from the salt shaker. Pepper shaker. I sprinkle pepper from the shaker. Pepper shaker. I sprinkle pepper from the shaker. Cutting board. I chop vegetables on the cutting board. Cutting board. I chop vegetables on the cutting board. Apron. I wear an apron while cooking. Apron. I wear an apron while cooking. Oven mitt. I wear an oven mitt for safety. Oven mitt. I wear an oven mitt for safety. Pot holder. I grab the hot pan with it. Pot holder. I grab the hot pan with it. Dish towel. I dry the plates with a towel. Dish towel. I dry the plates with a towel. Sponge. I wash the dishes with a sponge. Sponge. I wash the dishes with a sponge. Dish soap. I use dish soap to clean pots. Dish soap. I use dish soap to clean pots. Trash can. I throw the peel in the trash. Trash can. I throw the peel in the trash. Recycling bin. I put the bottle in the bin. Recycling bin. I put the bottle in the bin. Foil. I wrap the leftover pizza in foil. Foil. I wrap the leftover pizza in foil. Plastic wrap. I cover the bowl with plastic wrap. Plastic wrap. I cover the bowl with plastic wrap. Parchment paper. I line the baking sheet with it. Parchment paper. I line the baking sheet with it. Ziploc bag. I store the snacks in a bag. Ziploc bag. I store the snacks in a bag. Container. I keep the leftovers in a container. Container. I keep the leftovers in a container. Jar. I open the jar of strawberry jam. Jar. I open the jar of strawberry jam. Bottle. I drink water from a plastic bottle. Bottle. I drink water from a plastic bottle. Stopper. I close the wine with a stopper. Stopper. I close the wine with a stopper. Boil. I boil the eggs for 10 minutes. Boil. I boil the eggs for 10 minutes. Fry. I fry the fish in hot oil. Fry. I fry the fish in hot oil. Bake. I bake a cake for your birthday. Bake. I bake a cake for your birthday. Roast. I roast the chicken in the oven. Roast. I roast the chicken in the oven. Grill. I grill the steaks outside on Sunday. Grill. I grill the steaks outside on Sunday. Chop. I chop the garlic very finely. Chop. I chop the garlic very finely. Slice. I slice the bread with a knife. Slice. I slice the bread with a knife. Dice. I dice the tomatoes for the salsa. Dice. I dice the tomatoes for the salsa. Mince. I mince the ginger for the soup. Mince. I mince the ginger for the soup. Stir. I stir the soup with a spoon. Stir. I stir the soup with a spoon. Mix. I mix the flour and sugar together. Mix. I mix the flour and sugar together. Pour. I pour hot coffee into my mug. Pour. I pour hot coffee into my mug. Peel. I peel the apple for my pie. Peel. I peel the apple for my pie. Measure. I measure the sugar for the cake. Measure. I measure the sugar for the cake. Wash. I wash my hands before cooking dinner. Wash. I wash my hands before cooking dinner. Wipe. I wipe the dirty table clean. Wipe. I wipe the dirty table clean.